What's going on? Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. This your favorite girl, your favorite coach, Coach April, here with special guest Pastor Floyd. Listen, we're gonna have a great time here today. And so while you coming on, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button. Okay, go ahead and follow my page, and you all will also learn how you can connect with my boy Pastor Floyd here. So we're gonna get them time to come on.
Come on.
Get them time to come on, come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. How y'all doing today? It's been raining here in Memphis for those who are in Memphis. But guess what? We still having a good time.
Right.
So let's see here. So what you been doing today?
Work.
Work.
Work. It's Tuesday. We still at it.
So work. So that means you work. You work full time. Family man full time. Pastor full time.
Full time.
Mentor full time. See that's a lot that you do,
Yeah.
and you still work out
Yep.
full time.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, boot camp, Snow Grove.
Okay.
Yep.
Who you do?
Outside fitness.
Who you do boot camp with?
A group called Outside Fitness.
Oh, really?
It was ran by a guy named Bubba Crowder. But he eventually passed it down to this guy named Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan. Ryan is also one of the other guys, but Reagan, he's over it now, so he does a great job. And then he also allows us sometimes to substitute. So sometimes I run the class.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
So y'all always outside?
I would say most of the times we were outside. Back in the day, we used to be in a building sometimes, but then now it's just strictly outside. So that's why it's called outside.
Even when it's cold.
Even when it's cold.
And
So
I-
when it was snowing a couple of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
we was outside.
Why y'all gotta call me? Now that's my kind of workout right there. See, that's how I train. I'm up training anyway at 5 in the morning. I get up at 4 just to get the gym set up, and then my first class is at 5. We start at 5. So maybe one day if I don't have my class, I can come join y'all. Yeah, they gotta drop in.
Yeah, come drop in.
I'm gonna drop in. Cause listen, I love meeting new people. I love working out with new people. You never know what you can learn. You know, everybody do things different. And you know, I'm glad you're saying it. So my clients, if you're watching and you hear this, I don't want no more excuses say you want to go outside and run because you know I be telling them go outside and run. I'm like it's too cold, coach. No, because when I was training, you know everybody was my trainer. That's why I learned all my. I know, right? That's oh my God. Rest in peace, Eric White. He was my mentor, especially in the fitness world. I learned everything I know from him. And when me and him were training, uh, it was cold outside. Like it didn't matter. I remember my feet and hand were froze. I used to go buy me like those socks to keep my feet warm. He listen. I had no excuse. We would go. I meet him at the track. Like I with me going to the track, and I'm like, I bet we go. Now we would go all the way to Memphis to what's that part right there off of Mount Moriah Precinct, where the police station is. We go right there and we'll work out. He made me run around that track. It's cold, but I had no excuse because he got me ready for what I had to endure. And I really, really appreciate him for that. So I can work out in any condition, hot, cold, it doesn't matter. No excuse, rain, even in the rain.
So I would say this. So we work out again Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's been like going back and forth. It's feeling like summer one day, spring, then now it's back to winter, fall. We getting all the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, it was one week. It was just like 20 degrees outside, and it got real. So we were doing a lot of moving,
But once you get moving, you warm up, right? Once you get moving, you flip them. Y'all do a lot of tire flips, a lot of things like that.
So we do a lot of CrossFit when it comes to using a lot of the equipment out there, but now they've started to bring in like barbells and things of that nature. So dumbbells, all that. So we got a whole little gym out there, and then people be walking by, they be like, them guys. And there's a lot of older ladies that be walking in the morning time, so it makes them feel safe.
Yep.
Because they see us out there working out too. So
Okay.
again, it's like a little small fitness community going on. So it's just outside.
Let's go. All right, so I'm coming outside. I'm gonna be. Just know if you're watching this, if you're a part of this fitness community, just know Coach April gonna join y'all. I love a good push. I love a good challenge. CrossFit. I love CrossFit because you know you can do a whole full body real quick. All right. So listen. He works out. He's a pastor. Go ahead and hit that like button. Share this live feed. If you watch it, go ahead and write in the comments. Let Coach know that you are here. Let me see what y'all saying. Miss Bridget say, "What's up? Good evening, Miss Bridget. How you doing?" Now, Miss Bridget, she is a faithful member of the Healthier Brown community. She's done really well. Can't wait till she share her testimony live in the church one day because she's been doing exceptionally well with her steps and she's adding in her workout and even her eating healthy. Her hair is beautiful now. Like she posted a picture on Facebook. Her hair is just it's gorgeous. Just like eating healthy, you know it. I know she doing good. She looks really good.
You got a link, drop the link.
A link, drop the link. Okay, let me see. I can drop the link. Hold on, guys. Let me drop a link to our pivot. People want to make sure that they can get on here. We do. We can give y'all a link right now. 1 second. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
This what happen when you run your own show.
Yeah, but then know what? That's good.
Eventually, one day she gonna get to have
I'm gonna have a whole crew right here. Here you go, right here. I'm dropping the link right now. Pivot. There we go. Thank you for tuning in and seeing that for me, Pastor Floyd. Let's see. We back. Okay, so we're back. So my name is Coach April. For those who just tuned in, I have a special guest here. He's Pastor Floyd. He is the pivot pastor and young adult pastor at Brown Missionary Baptist Church. If you do not know about pivot, pivot is for our age group, you know, and it actually gives us opportunity to learn things that we can learn at our pace. We just had a pivot worship night, and I heard it went very, very well. We do have an upcoming event coming up. We have a brunch.
Yep, brunch.
You know, we love the brunch, okay? March 15th, we're going to be at the Oasis Center in East Memphis in the mansion. And tickets are going live. Are they going live right now? So where can they get a ticket?
So what I'll do, I'll make sure Coach April drop a flyer on y'all
Yes.
Community chat. That way you can be able to just scan the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Okay.
right
So send me a flyer. I'll put the flyer in the chat after this live feed ends so that you can join it. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Who's singing?
Well, I'm going to let Bates and them
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If you've been to Brown Baptist, you know we don't short step, okay? It's gonna be a great experience. So if you have not been a part of Pivot Ministry or know anything about the Pivot Ministry, and you're looking for a church home who has a great young adult ministry, listen, this is our guy. This is our Pastor Floyd. Listen, you see how he's dressed? They let you know we having a good time. He's the freshest pastor at the church, okay? Even in Memphis. I ain't never seen a pastor who can rock J's and a suit at the same time and be fresh, okay? And and I told him I was gonna say this when we get on live because I'm always checking out his shoes to figure out why my shoes don't match his because I think I have to fly shoes too all the time. Sneakerhead community. Man. So also Pastor Floyd, he went to graduated from Mississippi State. He also pledged one of my brothers. You know, he's a brother of mine. He played Omega Psi Phi fraternity down there in Mississippi State. For those who join in, if you're part of the Omega Psi Phi, go ahead and put some rules in the comments. We can always share the love with your brother over here. Also, he is a proud husband to my girl Whitney, and they have 2 handsome sons. Shout out to the wife. You gotta shout the wife out. That's my girl, y'all. And Whitney, that's listen. She gets it in. She's been a part of Belly Belly Out several times, and she does well with her fitness too.
So work out every day.
Every day.
Literally every day.
Every day. And she'll text me here and there, ask me stuff. So yeah, she's a true testament of working out. And she had 2 kids, and she know the hard aches it can be after being a mom. You know, your body doesn't bounce back, but you gotta put the work in.
Hey, she got it.
You gotta put the work in. She's doing a good job. It looks good. And also, he, like I said, he's a pastor at Brown. He also is a mentor in the community. Do you still work out in? Is it the Fraser area?
It was Binghamton.
Binghamton.
Haven't did a lot out there in a while, but we actually was out there during the Christmas time, led by one of our pivot leaders, Bridget Tinker. We got out there and we passed food out with the Binghamton Community Church. Shout out to Pastor Sean, who does an amazing job in Binghamton, making sure that that community is always being presented with the gospel and also having the opportunity just to see what Christ looks like. And so, again, Binghamton played a very, very pivotal role in my life because in Binghamton was where I got the training that I needed, but it also taught me how to just love people right where they were. So you wasn't meeting people that was already well put together, well dressed, already got it figured out. It was an opportunity to just meet people that didn't have it figured out and loving them from right where they were. And it taught me like, that's really the biggest part of the ministry. You can do all these great things, but if there's no love connected to what you're doing, then it just falls out the window.
Listen, he has even gave us his word for the day, but he just dropped the word. And you're right. Some people like to judge people. You can't do that. Like me, I don't meet a stranger. I would talk to anybody. Anybody will tell you that. That's why I love what I do because I meet so many people. Like you said, I meet people where they are, and I accept them for where they are. And I try to help you as much as I can. Cause that's my goal in life. My goal is try to help as many people as I can while I can. So that's why when I'm out here doing things for free sometimes, or just giving people stuff that people like, why you gonna let them have that? I'm gonna get it back 10 times.
Yeah.
So God gonna continue to bless me. So why not help somebody else who's in need? So if He didn't give it to me to give to somebody else, I wouldn't have it. So that's why I do what I do. But listen, this is your what is it called? Fitspiration moment, okay? It's a new word. We was in the belly out segment of this. So now we're doing this every Tuesday. So every Tuesday we're gonna go live with some great motivational speaker. I tried to do this last year. I said I need to keep it going. He was the main person. Him and Pastor Lowe said, April, you need to keep doing this. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So each and every Tuesday night, tune in with me between 6 and 6:30. I will go live with a different person every week, giving you some motivation to keep you moving because in this time we need it.
Yeah.
So right now, before he go live with his message, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and share this video. Okay, we live. Fitspiration. Let's get it. So hey, Pastor Floyd, you ready?
Yeah.
You better drop these gems. I'm ready. All right, y'all. Coach April, I'm tuning out. He's tuning in.
Hey, so y'all do me a favor. Go to 1 Samuel chapter 14. 1 Samuel chapter 14. I'm reading from the Christian Standard Bible. Anybody that know me, they know that's my favorite place to be. That's my favorite version just to study the Bible from. And I had a Tony Evans study Bible. Like Tony Evans is like the GOAT for me when it comes to like preachers and teachers and things of that nature. Just give y'all time to go ahead and go to 1 Samuel chapter 14. Uh, it reads like this. That same day, Saul's son, Jonathan, said to the attendant who carried his weapons, come on, let's cross over to the Philistine garrison on the other side. However, he did not tell his father. Saul was staying under the pomegranate tree in Migron on the outskirts of Gibeah. The troops with him numbered about 600. Ahijah, who was wearing an ephod, was also there. He was the son of Hetub, the brother of Ichabod, son of Phinehas, son of Eli, the Lord's priest at Shiloh. But the troops did not know that Jonathan had left. There were sharp columns of rock on both sides of the pass that Jonathan intended to cross to reach the Philistine garrison. One was named Bozez and the other Sinit. One stood to the north in front of Michmash and the other to the south in front of Geba. Jonathan said to the attendant who carried his weapons, come on, let's cross over to the garrison of these uncircumcised men. Perhaps the Lord will help us. Perhaps the Lord will help us. Nothing can keep the Lord from saving, whether by many or by few. Verse 7, his armor bearer responded, do what is in your heart. Go ahead. I'm completely with you. Today's message, just quickly throwing it out there. At some point, you got to move forward. At some point, you got to move forward. And I know that sounds so cliche, but there are times in our life that we get stuck in these spaces. We get stuck in these spaces where we found ourselves hurt. We get stuck in these spaces where we found ourselves feeling like, wow, God, you just left me here. How do I move forward after this heartbreak? Or how do I move forward after this rejection? Or how do I move forward after not being able to see myself in this space? Like, how do I continue to go on? And well, what takes place in this text, real quick, just some background for the content. Saul is sitting under this pomegranate tree. This pomegranate tree represents comfortable because too many times we get stuck in this space called comfortable. And so he knows that victory is on the other side, or at least he should know because God has led him to victory so many times in his life. But instead, Saul finds himself sitting under this pomegranate tree, comfortable, not moving. And his son Jonathan understands if we stay here, nothing's going to happen. If we stay here, we are bound to be captured by the Philistines. So Jonathan says, you know what? I'm going to press forward. I'm going to move forward. And he tells his armor bearer, let's go. And his armor bearer follows him. But the part that blesses me so much is what Jonathan says when he says, perhaps the Lord will help us. That's why I want to hang my hat on for those of you that's listening right now. Perhaps the Lord will help us. So the word perhaps is a funny word to me because perhaps if you look it up in the dictionary, it means maybe or maybe not. anybody that's watching as a part of Pivot, they know I coined this phrase, spiritual optimistic. And what
Okay.
that means is on one side, things could be looking this way, but on the other side, it can be that way.
Mhm.
And you would never know what's on the other side until you step forward. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so perhaps it's what we all need in our spirit. Like maybe life is life. Maybe things are going hard. Perhaps if you keep pressing forward, you'll see what God has on the other side. Maybe you're dealing with a sickness and you're trying to figure out what does healing look like on the other side. Well, you would never know until you press
Press
forward.
forward.
But if you stay in that same place of comfortable, if you stay in that same place, contending and just getting in this area of your life where you think, hey, God, are you gonna do something? God is waiting on you to make that step forward. And how you make that step forward is just believing that on the other side, God has something for you. And so that's why I love this text so much because it's a perhaps that we all should have in our spirit to just continue to press forward. Like God is saying, you can't no longer stay where you are. You got to move forward at some point. I know it hurt. I know it broke you. I know it took you out. I know it didn't feel good. I know rejection it's something that you didn't want to wear. I know you didn't want to hear no. I know you didn't want to hear somebody tell you that they didn't want to be with you no more. I know you didn't want to hear that they was going with somebody else for the job. I know you didn't want to hear these things. But if you stay in this space of comfortable and you never press forward, you would never see what I have on the other side. And Jonathan shows us that he trusts and believes that on the other side, God will handle it. And that's why he says, perhaps the Lord will help us. So he does not put the ball in his court. He does not put the the matters into his own hand. He places in the hands that's in control of all things. And so the beautiful part about it is it shows that he says, hey, I'm not going to tell everybody of this next one because he knew what his dad was going to say if he told him, hey, I'm going to press forward. But he tells his armor bearer. And what blesses me is that his armor bearer says, hey, I'm completely with you. Now, here's the shout for a lot of people because too many times we are taking people with us that are not armor bearers, but they are pall bearers. And even what Smith said real good, pall bearers are people that are taking you to your death. Armor bearers are people that are walking with you through your victory. I say one more time, pall bearers are people that are trying to take you to your death, but armor bearers are people that are walking with you to your victory. And sometimes armor bearers do not get the respect that they should because most time people think armor bearers are people that just carry the armor. But no, armor bearers are the people that come behind and make sure whatever was supposed to be dead is dead. So they are the ones that hold you accountable. So if you were supposed to kill that relationship, if you were supposed to kill that depression, if you were supposed to kill those bad thoughts, if you were supposed to kill any of those things, they come right behind you and remind you, hey, that's dead. That when you get that number, that call that you know you're supposed to answer, that's dead.
That's a father.
Yep, it's dead. So therefore, what I'm saying to you is this: that being an armor bearer, you got to ask people in your life if they are an armor bearer, do you have the capacity to carry the assignment that's on my life? That's the question I need y'all to ask that person that you feel in your life as an armor bearer. Do you have the capacity to carry the assignment that's on my life? And if they don't have the capacity, then that's okay. I'd rather you be honest with me and say you don't have the capacity because the assignment can be heavy and everybody can't carry the assignment. And the armor bearer is not anybody that's trying to wear your armor. If anything, they're just trying to make sure you get to the victory.
Right.
And so
That's deep.
all I wanted to say today and put on your heart today is that at some point you got to move forward. And you got to know who to move forward with. Because victory was on the other side for Jonathan and them. Victory was on the other side for Israel. But it takes somebody willing to make that step forward. And at some point in your life, you got to move forward.
Listen, you know what? I've never heard it played out like that or said like that. Pall bearer versus the armor bearer. Like that was like you have not got anything from this message. I hope you listen to that. If you're watching, drop that in the comments. Right, listen. A pall bearer is somebody you don't want to be around. But they lead you to death.
Yeah, they walk you to your death.
But your armor bearer is a person who's gonna lead you to a perseverance and victory and new goals, new things you look for in life.
They gotta have the capacity to help you carry the assignment.
You gotta have the same capacity.
Yeah, and I think that's the issue. A lot of times people don't ask, do you have the capacity? Because sometimes we think we have the capacity.
And we don't.
Really don't. And it's okay to say no. and it's okay to get some rest, and it's okay to sit down, and it's okay to allow God to pour in you. I tell anybody, if you want to be a disciple of Christ, the best place to be is at his feet. If you're going to be a disciple of Christ, the best position is to be at his feet, because when you're at his feet, he's able to pour into you, because there's a season in your life that you're going to have to serve. And if you are trying to serve from an empty place, you're not going to be able to carry the assignment yourself. But when you sit at his feet, he pours into you so that you can serve.
Hey, now that was deep. That was deep. That was deep. Listen, and I think everybody can use that. Everybody gets to a place where things get hard, things get challenging, and like you said, sometimes you have to just sit still. You know, be to yourself, be at peace, listen to yourself, listen to your own thoughts, and like, you know, I need to do that from time to time because I'm always on the move. I'm always going 10,000 miles per hour. Feel like I never really feel like I just get tired, just like let me just think. So listen, I'm gonna take that. Listen, coach can be coach. I'm coach too. I like to be coach. I like to learn things from people. So I definitely do appreciate you coming in, dropping some gems. So listen, if you didn't take anything away, make sure you have taken away to get rid of those pallbearers in your life. And in regards to fitness, what can they do to make sure they stay motivated to stay fit?
I think it's just understanding that it's a day-to-day thing, like being consistent. I think if you go in it so much thinking about how you gonna look, like I think if you approach working out so much on the side of I want to look good instead of I want to feel good, that's where it's gonna mess up, because you're gonna be times when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're gonna be like, I ain't changing. But on the inside of you, things change. You feel better, you sleep better, you think better, you talk better, you walk better. The outside eventually will transform. That takes time.
It comes with
So
time.
I say you just take it one day at a time, be consistent, and understand that you can't get to tomorrow without going through today.
You listen. So there's no easy way to this, you guys. You know, you got to put the work in. Like he said, don't go in with the mindset of I want to look good. Like when I do my consultation, when they say I want to get ready for my birthday party, up, no, 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 that's not what I want to do. We're making lifestyle changes because it has to be a lifestyle change. You got to be able to want to do this and be able to, you know, stick with it for a lifetime. Because as we get older, sickness and things come, and you can offset these things by being healthy, by working out daily, by eating healthy, and just being vigilant of things that you're doing. So,
and I feel this out there too. Like, in order to be used by God, if your body is what He's using, if you don't take care of it, He can't use it. So that's something else I tell myself. Like, I am not finna lie to anybody on this call. I would love to have all the good sweets, and I love wings. Let me say that I love wings, but I can't eat wings every day. Like, I had to kill that desire because I knew, like, if I'm moving as much as I'm moving, wings are not gonna give me the energy that I need to keep moving. And so just taking care of your temple, being a good steward of your body, because God has given you your body, but He asks you to take care of it so that He can use you to do those things. So I think this is an amazing ministry with Fit Faith, because a lot of people are coming here and their life is being renewed and being transformed. But again, it has to start on the inside so that it can change on the outside.
Yep. And that's why we try to, here at Fit Faith, we do try to meet people or, you know, treat people mentally, physically, and spiritually. And no, I don't try to be a pastor and working out, but it is my ministry. I do pour into people a different way, you know, about how I walk, how I talk, how I treat people, my clients. And I do try to motivate them, you know, their daily walks and things like that. And people, they gravitate towards that. So that's what I do love about this. And I love what I do. And I do it just not only just because I'm trying to make money. No, I do it because this is my calling. This is what I feel like I've been called to do. Even times when I say, hey, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of training. I just want to sit back. And then for every time I say that, wouldn't know what happened to it. My phone will ring. I promise you, it'll ring. It be somebody find me on Google. And I'm like, God, you play so much. Why you be doing me like this?
I said, God is this comedian. Like, I mean, I know I'm a Bernie Mac fan, but if I had to say who's the ultimate GOAT of comedy, that's God. He's like, I'm gonna let you try this.
Yeah, you're gonna let it. I'm let you fall.
Right. You want to make God laugh, tell me your plans. Like, very true statement.
Listen, like you said, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. He'll let you fall, but then he's gonna help. He gonna pick you back up and make sure you still remember to be humble and let you know He's always a guiding light on any path we're trying to do. So, y'all, thank you for tuning in with Go Girl Coach April and our special guest, Pastor Floyd. You can always reach him at Brown Missionary Baptist Church. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, but listen, y'all, I don't be on Instagram. I'm gonna get to a point in my life.
You got to. I keep telling you.
I'm gonna find somebody that can run it for me because I just can't do the social media thing. Not because it's just a lot.
But guess what? You too dope not to. Okay, you too dope not to have your because you a rap. He got gospel rap, and he got some really great songs. So you gotta be pushing it out there. Listen, go follow him on Instagram. This was Speak Trey Lee, and this you see his hoodie. This is his hoodie that he has on, and it's really dope. I already told him you can't come here without me a hoodie. I ain't gonna come here without me a hoodie. I need me a hoodie. So listen, I do thank you for taking your time to come out and hang out in the gym. So listen, you looking for any fitness needs. Also have a great new plan that's out. I will be hey, go to fitfaithbelievers.com. We have a new virtual platform. It actually is on sale right now. Normally it's like $150 a month, but now it's $45. If you sign up by February 28th, you can use the code Unleashed. Okay, the plan is called Burn Virtual Live. So we meet 2 times a week virtual. And we go live on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, we go live in our Zoom class, and you actually get a great workout. People have lost a lot of weight doing this. They getting muscles. They're eating healthy because this is a great motivational group of people too as well. So if you're looking to join me virtually, you can't come meet me. A lot of people do this. It works well. You know, you don't have to be in my face to work out. So fitfaithbelievers.com, $45 a month, but use the code Unleash, okay? And the plan is called Burn Virtual Hit, and all plans right now are discounted $30 off if you also put that code in. So go ahead over to fitfaithbelievers.com. This is the year that you got to continue your year of being healthy, continue making great choices when it comes to your life. You only get one body, one temple, okay? One body, one temple, one chance at this, okay? So thank you for tuning in. This your girl, Coach April, and we'll check you out later.
Be safe.
1 second.